All right, good afternoon, Baccarat fans. This is Scott from Paradise Craps. Oh, the wife said I had to get out of the house, so here I am out of the house. All right, let's see what this looks like. So I've got a $1,000 bankroll today. I've got a banker box over here with it looks like $1,020 in it. Let's see if we can make 250 bucks playing Baccarat using the Gambler Casino. That's his YouTube handle, Gambler Casino. And I was playing his crap strategy this morning. So on the victory yesterday on the roll to win table, even though I got clocked on my fours, I still think it's pretty good random algorithm, but it's only $1 now. It used to be $5. So it's only $1. So I think with his strategy, you can play probably a long time on I think it's $782, I think is what he says, something like that. But so I don't know. I might try that this coming Saturday. See if I can make my 100 bucks. All right, so that is pretty good. Let's see, where's this? Is it it's off the screen? Yeah, it's going to be off the screen, so we'll put it up there. Should be able to see it there. Do a quick pan so you can see what the backyard looks like here. It's not that it's my house, but it is the house that we are renting. So we are outside on a still a little high humid Florida Saturday, but that's all right. At least we're out of the house. That's what the wife said. Get out of the house. You got to get out of the house. I'm like, all right. I don't think this is what she meant, but that's the way I read it. That's the way I interpreted it anyway. All right. Let's get this. Okay. Oops. I'm going to adjust that. Yeah, that should be okay. All right, so Dr. S said I need to shuffle these live because if it's not live, it's dead. He's not here, so I'm just going to go for it. Except I got no juice. Why have I got no juice? It's plugged in. Got my power cable here. Man, this felt is getting ratty already. It must be because I roll it inside out or outside out. And I'm setting it down. It must be picking up dust in my office. All right, what's going on with my? I got no shuffling here. All right, let's pull these things out. Oops! Oh! Damn, these cards are slippery. All right. Make sure the stacks are about even. They still are. What is going on? All right, so it's rolling. Maybe I had them stuffed in too far or something. Let's try this again. All right, so there's 3 decks. Oops. And there's 3 decks. Here we go. Nope. What is going on? Huh. My cable doesn't have as much juice. That's bizarre. Plugged in. No issue with that. What is going on? And it doesn't sound as loud. But it's working. Let's try this again. All right, do that. Maybe I'm shoving those lower ones in too far. Do that. Let's try that. Nope, still. Huh. What is going on? All right, let's try it with less cards. Nope. All right, Dr. S. Don't know why this is not working out here. It should be the same amount of... It's a different cable than I use in the other room, but... That is... Try it again. Oh, it's starting to sweat a little bit. It's like it started, but then it just died. Huh. Well, all right, let me... I don't think I have any C batteries, which is what it says it takes. It's got to be the cable. It's the only difference. It's one of the newer cables, though. That's odd. Let's try it. Yeah, definitely a lot less energy. And it's picking up cards on the side there, pushing cards to the side, I should say. But I'm doing this for Dr. S. Alright, let's get those cards out. Get the few cards that got screwed up. And we'll load them back in up here. There we go, and we got a couple more over here. Alright, so now let's try that. Back in the hopper. There we go. All right, all shuffled up. Now I'll take these out. All right, get that out. Oops, get that out of the way. All right, so then we'll cut them. And we'll put in a cut card about one deck's worth, right? Yeah, that's good enough. All right, so then we'll put these in the shoe. There we go. All right, now we're ready for some Bach. All right, so like I said, I got $1,000 here, and I got 1,020 in my banker's rack. I think we're ready to go. So we'll do our burn card. Burn card is 6. I really should be doing this with my left hand, but I think because it's more compact, it's just not easy. So, all right, so there's our 6 burn cards in our discard, and here we go. So we're going to do player, banker, player, player, banker, banker, looking for $250. So there's our player. And let's see, player has 8, natural, it's a good start. Banker has 2, player wins, 8 over 2. All right, so we're up a quarter. All right. Player has 6 and stays. Banker has 6 and stays. Tie. Yeah, because I think the banker only takes a hit if my third card is a 6 or 7. So that's going to be a push situation. Or a tie, sorry. Not called a push, it's called a tie. All right. Player has 3. Banker has 6. Player draws. Player does not improve. Banker wins 6 over 3. We'll take that one back. Back out. Now we're going to go banker for 2 units. Okay, here we go. See if I can get through a whole shoe here. All right, player has 8. That's not good for the banker. Banker has 5. Player wins 8 natural over 5. All right. So now we're going to do 100 on player. It's player, banker, player, player, banker, banker. And again, this is Gambler Casino. Gambler Casino, this is his strategy. 5, player has 5, banker has 8, 8 natural. Banker wins 8 over 5. All right. Not starting out very well for us, is it? Okay, so now we're going to do 200 player because we're martingale each time here. Okay, here we go. Might be a short session. Hopefully not. Player has nothing. Banker has 5. Player draws 6. Banker draws. Does not improve 5. Player wins 6 over 5. All right, so that's 200 for the player. No commission associated with that. There we go. So now we're going to go back to our single unit. Start the pattern over again. All right, so we'll put this here, we'll put that there, and now we're up 50 bucks. Okie doke, here we go. All right, player has 8 natural, that's good. Banker has 9 natural, that's bad for us, good for the banker. Banker wins 9 over 8 natural. We're going to take that. All right. Okay, so now we're going to go 2 units on banker. Player has 8 natural. Banker has 7. Player wins 8 natural over 7. All right, so now we got to go back to player for 100. Player has 8 natural. Banker has 3. Player wins 8 natural over 3. So we'll get 100 on that one. All right, and we're going to go back down to our base unit. And we're up $75. Looking for 250 if we can get it. All right, here we go. 25 back to base on player. Again, it's player, banker, player, player, banker, banker. All right. Player has 7 and stays. Banker has nothing and draws. Banker does not improve. Player wins 7 over nothing. Okay, so it's going to get us another quarter, so we're up 100. All right, here we go. Player has 6. Banker has 2. Player stays. Banker draws. Player has 7. Banker has 7. Banker wins 7 over 6. Alrighty. So now we're going to go 2 units on banker. Player has 2. Banker has 6. Player's going to draw on their 2, and they get a 4 for 6. Tie. Banker would only draw on a 6 or 7. Okay. Bet stays the same. Here we go. Player has 8 natural. Banker has 7. 8 natural, player wins. All right, so now we got to go back to player for 100. Player for 100. There we go. All right. Oops. Player has 13. 3. Banker has nothing. Player's going to draw. Player has 6. Banker has 9. Banker wins 9 over 6. All right. Got to go 200 on player again. There we go. Player has 9 natural. Banker has 5. Player wins 9 natural over 5. All right, so that's going to be our 200 right there. Back to 25 single unit on player. We're up 125. Halfway to our win goal. Here we go. I think that's all I'm going to make because, man, I'm starting to sweat. And you can see I'm not really moving much. Yeah, there's no air movement out here. Oh, I got my fan right here. Why don't I turn my dang fan on, Scott? Let's see. All right. So we're on player, back at the start of our pattern. Player has 1. Banker has nothing. Player draws 7. Banker draws 6. Player wins 7 over 6. All right. Stay at 1 unit till we lose, then we start the pattern again. Player has 3. Banker has 9. 9 natural. Banker wins 9 over 3. All right, 2 units on banker. Okay. Player has 1. Banker has 6. Player draws 4. Banker wins 6 over 4. All right, so now we have to pay our commission. So we're going to get paid 50. We got to pay 5%. So that's going to be $2.50. So we'll take 2 tokens here, $1.25 each, put them on a 4. When we color up, we'll have to pay our commission. All right, we'll go back to player for a quarter. Here we go. Looking for 250 bucks. See if we can get it with our $1,000 bankroll. Player has 4. Banker has 4. Player draws 8. Banker draws 3. 8 over 3, player wins. All right. Player has 4. Banker has 3. Player draws. Does not improve. 4. 3 draws on anything but an 8. So bank's gonna draw. Bank gets an 8. 8 over 4. Banker wins. Lost my YouTube feed. Probably updating. All right, so that was player. So now we'll go 2 units on banker. Oh, so yeah, that's fine. That was my win that I had over there. All right, so player, banker, player, banker. Here we go. Player has 2. Banker has 2. Player draws, improves to 6. Banker draws, improves to 9. Banker wins 9 over 6. All right, so that's another 2 units for banker, and we got to pay another 2 units in commission at $1.25 a piece. There we go. All right, let's see where we're at. Let me go back into YouTube here. Let me see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 100, 200, 225. We're a quarter away from our 250, less our commission. All right, so we're back on player. There we go. For 1 unit. Player, what time is it? 12, oh, it's only 12:30, okay. Let's see, where am I? Where am I? I don't, oh, there we are. It's already got a little thumbnail on there, that's funny. Okay, so player has nothing. Banker has 7 and stays. Player draws, does not improve. Player loses. Banker wins, I should say, 7 over nothing. All right, there we go. Okay, so now we're going to go 2 units on banker. Here we go. Player has 2. Banker has 9 natural. Banker wins 9 over 2. All right, so that's going to pay us another $50. Again, we're going to have to pay $250 in 5% vig or commission. All right, so what do we got? We got 5, $750 we owe. Okay. All right, so now we'll go back to player for 1 unit. I think that should be it. It should be at 250. 1, 250. All right, so we made our $250. Do we go for 500 on our $1,000 bankroll, or we just call it good making 250? I think a $1,000 bankroll is really not anywhere near enough to handle all the downswings in Baccarat. So I think we'd be hard pressed to try to make 500, but we can do it. I still got half an hour. Let's try it. All right, so back to 25 for player. There we go. So you see what we can do. Player has 3. Banker has 5. Player draws, does not improve. Banker on a 5 would draw from 4 to 7. Banker wins 5 over 3. All right, so we're going to take that. And now we're going to go out 2 units on banker. Here we go. Oh, I lost my YouTube again. 6. This is annoying. Player has 6. Banker has nothing. Player stands. Banker draws 7. Banker wins 7 over 6. All right, so 2 units. It's going to be another 2. All right, we're going to have to settle up here because that's the last of my $1.25 chits. So I think we owe $10, all right? Because we got 8 of these at $1.25 a piece, so that's $10. All right, and I didn't bring any smaller chips. Gosh darn it, that wasn't too smart. All right, so if we do, we'll just have to make change. All right, so we'll take those. We'll take that. Actually, we'll turn this in for. They owe me 15. I owe them 10, so they're going to pay me 15 back. All right, 15 is my change, and we're good with our commission. Commission paid. There we go. All right. Now we're going to go back to player for 25 for 1 unit. Here we go. We'll play through the whole shoe. How's that? And wherever we're at. That's probably a better idea. All right, player has 2. Banker has 9. 9 natural. Banker wins. All right, 2 units on banker. Again, it's player, banker, player, player, banker, banker. That's the pattern. Gambler Casino is the YouTuber. that I'm following his strategy. All right, so player has 8 natural. Banker has nothing. Player wins, 8 natural over nothing. All right, so now we'll go back to player for 100. Okay, player has 7 and stays. Banker has 5. Banker draws. Banker has 3. Player wins, 7 over 3. All right, so that's going to be 100. Going to go back down to single unit on player. Here we go. Just play through the shoe, see where we're at. All right, here we go. Player has 5. Banker has 5. Player draws. Player has 1. Banker draws. Banker has 2. Banker wins, 2 over 1. Okey-doke. So now we're going to go back to banker, start the series pattern again. 2 on banker. All right, player has nothing. Banker has 9. 9 natural. Banker wins, 9 over nothing. All right, so we're going to have to pay our commission on that. $2.50. There we go. Get paid on that would be nice. There we go. All right, so back to 1 unit on player. Here we go. Again, the pattern is player, banker, player, player, banker, banker. All right. Player has 7 and stays. Banker has 4 and draws. Banker has 9. Banker wins, 9 over 7. Okay, now we got to go banker, 2 units on banker. All right. Player has 6. Banker has 9. 9 natural. Banker wins. All right, so that's going to pay us 2, and we'll do another 2 chits for our commission. Back to 1 unit on player. There we go. Player has 4. Banker has 1. Player draws, improves to 5. Banker draws, improves to 9. Banker wins, 9 over 5. All right, so now we'll go 2 units on banker. Player has 8 natural. Banker has 4. Player wins, 8 over 4. All right, now we'll go 100 on player. Again, the pattern is player, banker, player, player, banker, banker. Very simple. Even Scott can figure that one out. 6 on player. 3 on banker. Banker is going to draw on a 3. Banker improves to 4. Player wins, 6 over 4, $100. No commission on the player side. All right. Back to our $25. Start the whole progression over again. Oh, who's online? Hey, Clay. Good afternoon or good morning. Good afternoon, wherever you are. How you doing today? All right. Player has nothing. Banker has 8. 8 natural wins. 8 over nothing wins for banker. All right, so we'll take that. All right, so now we got to go 2 units on banker. And player has 6. Banker has 4. Player draws. Yeah, 0 through 5, player draws. 6 and 7 are stand cards. So player's going to stand. Yeah, player stands on 6. All right, so this is the banker, and we got 4. We do not improve. Player wins with 6. Sorry. Player wins with 6. All right, so we're going to lose that. That one I'm not so sure about on that rule, but I believe that's correct. Because it's 6 or 7, and then depending on what the third player card is, the player always stands on 6 or 7. The dealer will stay on 6, but then depending on what if the player took a third card, if it's a 6 or 7, then they'll draw, or the 7A always stay on. All right, so now that was, what did we lose? Oh, where were we at? Uh-oh, where were we at, Clay? Yeah, it's kind of an interesting game. But I forgot where the heck I was. So we lost on that one. Did we lose on player? Player won, so we must have been on banker. So I'm going to go 100 on player. Must have been 50 on banker. Dang it. Lost track there. All right, here we go. Player has 9 natural. Banker has nothing. Player wins 9 natural. All right, so that's $100. And we're going to go back to base unit on player. All right. So I lost 50. I lost 50, right? I was on banker. I think that's what I was doing. All right, so I'm back on player. We'll start this series over. Here we go. All right, so we got an 8 natural on player. That's good. We got nothing on banker. Player wins, 8 natural over nothing. Another quarter. All right, here we go. Quarter on player. Stay on player until we lose, then we start the progression of the pattern. Player, banker, player, player, banker, banker. All right, so player has 3. Banker has 6. Player's going to draw 7, so that's nothing. Player has nothing. Banker's going to draw because the player has a 7. Banker has nothing. Tie. We got lucky on that one. All right, staying on player. Banker has 7. Sorry, player has 7. Banker has 4. All right, so 7 we're going to stay. 6 and 7 we stay on the player side. 4 we're going to draw a card. We do not improve. Player wins 7 over 4. That's pretty weird. Hear a siren and a horn honking at the same time. It's a new one. All right. Okay, so we're back on player. Or still on player, I should say. Player has 3. Banker has 5. Okay. Player draws 3. Improves to 6. So for a 5, banker's going to draw on a 3 through 7. 4 through 7, sorry, 4 through 7. So on a 4, it draws 2. Yeah, on a, think about this, Scott. So on a 3, it's anything but an 8. On a 4, it is 2 through 7. And on a 5, it's 4 through 7. All right, so we got 5, so we're not going to draw. Okay, so player wins 6 over 5. Okay, we almost made $500. $50 away from it. All right, here we go. Player. All right. There's 6 for the player, 3 for the banker. Player's going to stay, banker's going to draw. Banker improves to 5. Player wins 6 over 5. Okie doke. And we still got quite a few cards left. All right, Clay, what are you saying? Let me pick up my tablet here. I'm so new, I need one of the tickets to show the winning, losing hands. You don't really need it as a player. As a player, you don't. Unless, and they do have the, I noticed yesterday on Victory, and somebody else had mentioned it when we were having one of our sessions, that they have cards at all the tables. So you can keep track of like number of winning and losing hands, if that's what you're talking about. You know, so it should be always going to be close to 50-50. But again, I don't know if you can use that to do your bets. This pattern seems pretty good. And again, as a player, it doesn't matter because you don't have to worry about all the rules. You just pick one or the other. That's your whole strategy. That's the only thing you got to worry about is picking one or the other. It's just if you're dealing it, you have to know what the drawing rules are. Other than that, you're just a passenger, right? There's really no other decisions the player has to make except which spot to put it on. So the pattern, and again, the YouTuber that I got it from, and he has one you can download from his YouTube page, is Gambler Casino. Just type in Gambler Casino Baccarat, and you'll see his video. It's a short video, short and sweet, and he gives different levels of bankroll, and I'm playing way under what he doesn't even have a quarter on his because he plays mostly online, I think. So his numbers are quite low, but it gives you an idea of what his opinion is on the bankroll sizes. But the pattern, quite simply, is so you're going to martingale on each one. It's player, banker. Okay, if you win, you always go back to player and start with 1 unit. Okay, if you lose, you're going to go banker for 2 units. Okay, if you win, again, you go back to player for 1. Okay, so player, banker, player, player, and then this is where it gets really painful because then it's banker, banker, and you're martingaling each time, right? So by the time you get to your first banker, you're at $400. Second banker would be probably table max. You know, if you can do $500, I don't know. At that point, you're pretty much screwed. But that's the pattern. And again, at lower denomination, as long as you have enough bankroll, you can survive it. But player, banker, player, player, banker, banker. That's it. Pretty simple. Pretty easy to remember. All right. So player has 1. Banker has 9 natural. Banker wins 9 over 1. All right, so now we got to go out for 2 units on banker. But all of his strategies are martingaling, which it seems to work on this one. I don't know. All right, so player has 5. Banker has 6. Player's going to draw. Player improves to 7. And we have 6, and we are going to stay because the player didn't get a draw, a 6 or a 7. So player wins 7 over 6. All right, so we're going to lose that one. So again, that was player, banker. Now we got to go back to player, and we got to martingale it again. So now we got to go 100. We were 50, so now we got to go 100 back on player. And that will be on player for 2 hands, regardless of whether we win or lose. All right, so player has 8 natural. That's positive. That's good for us. And banker has 8 natural, so that's a tie. So did not benefit on that one. Try again. Player. All right, so player has 8 natural. That's a good start. Banker has 1. Player wins 8 natural over 1. So there's our $100, and that's a $500 profit on a $1,000 bankroll, and that's pretty incredible. Did I explain the pattern clearly enough, Clay? All right, let's see if we can get a few more hands in here before we run out of the shoe. Yes, good. All right, here we go. Again, player, banker, player, player, banker, banker. All right, player has 1. Banker has 1. Player draws 8. Banker draws 3. Player wins 8 over 3. All right. Still on player, beginning of our pattern. We don't start the pattern progression into the pattern until we have a loss. All right, so player has 2. Banker has 7 and stays. Player draws. Player improves to 5. Banker wins 7 over 5. All right, so now we go to 2 units on banker. Start the progression. 2. Player has 2. Banker has 2. Player draws. Does not improve. Banker draws. Improves to 9. Banker wins 9 over 2. All right, so since we're on banker, we have to pay a commission. So we're going to get $50, but we're going to have to pay $2.50, 5% in commissions. And now we go back to player, start the whole sequence over again. All right, here we go. Okay, player has 8 natural. Banker has 8 natural. Tie. Player has 2. Banker has 1. Player draws, does not improve. Banker draws, improves to 6. Banker wins 6 over 2. All right, so now we got to go 2 units on banker. Start the progression. Player has 5. Banker has 7 and stays. Player draws. Player has nothing. Banker wins 7 over nothing. All right, so we're going to get $50 for that. And again, we're going to have to pay our commission, and $50. 10%'s 5. Half of that's $2.50. Each of these are $1.25. All right, so let's pay our commission, because that's all the orange little thingies I have. So that was $10 in commission, right? We got $5 there. All right, so there's $10 back to the bank for our commissions, and this can go off. There we go. All right, so now we go back to player, and we're off again. Here we go. All right, player has 2. Banker has 4. Player draws. Player has nothing. And on a 4, again, the banker will draw from, I think it's 2. Is it 2 to 7 or 3? I think it's 2 to 7. Or is it 3 to 7? No, I think it's 2 to 7. So the banker draws on 2 to 7 on a 4, which we're not going to draw. And then on a 5, they draw from 4 to 7. Oh gosh darn it, I need to look it up now. Is it 4 to 7 or 3 to, no, it's, do me a favor, look up the rules and see what the rules say for drawing on a 5. Drawing on a 4 and drawing on a 5. I know it's, for the 4, it's 2 to 7, so we're definitely not going to draw. So basically banker wins 4 over nothing. But on a 5, I don't remember if it's 3 to 7 or 4 to 7. All right, so we lost that, so now we're going to go out 2 units on banker. All right, there's our cut card. All right, player has 3. Banker has 2. Player draws. Player has nothing. Banker draws. Banker has 4. Banker wins 4 over nothing. All right, so again, we're going to win $50 on that. And we have to pay our commission, so we'll put 2 little chits here that we owe the banker $2.50. Back on player. All right, here we go. Player has 7 and stays. Banker has 4 and draws. Banker doesn't improve. Player wins 7 over 4. There's another quarter. Man, we're cleaning up this time. All right, still on player. Player has 7 and stays. Banker has 4 and draws. Banker does not improve. Player wins 7 over 4. All right. Oh, everybody left. Okay. There we go. Player has 9 natural. Banker has nothing. Player wins 9 natural over nothing. I forget what the rule is. If the cut card comes out in the middle of drawing cards, then you play like 2 or 3 more hands. And if it comes out after you're done, then you only play 1 more hand. I forget. I got to look that up too. I don't remember what the rule is on that. It's the first time I've gotten to the bottom of the shoe. All right, so here we go. But I'm starting to get sweaty, so I think this will be the last hand regardless. All right, here is the player has got 7 and stays. Banker has got 2 and draws. Banker improves to nothing, does not improve. Banker has nothing. Player wins 7 over nothing. All right, I'm going to call it there. Looks like we made, all right, there's 500. All right, so let's put our 1,000 back. There is our 1,000. No, we still owed $2.50. Yep, so there's $3 back to the bank. All right, so we'll keep those 2 there. Oh, actually we can pay ourselves 50 cents because I brought some quarters out here. Okay, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, $700. Nice. In 1 shoe. All right, this is Scott from Paradise Craps. Playing a little outdoor baccarat today because the wife said I needed to get out of the house, even though I don't think that's what she meant. Hope you guys are having a great Saturday, and we'll see you back at the table for some more simulated gambling action. All right, so let me take all. I'm not going to shuffle them out here again. I'm going to take them back into the crappy office and do it. All right, so we'll take all of this just like that. All right, thanks for stopping by, and see you next time.